Aquarius, hi, how are you? It's Lisa, and I'm just coming in to be able to do a general reading for August 2022, the sign of Aquarius. I hope you guys are all doing all right. It's going to be a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody, but take what does, leave what doesn't. I'm going to have to learn how to do this again. Anyway, alright, so we'll get started. If you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoy the reading and you'll come back to see me again. If you've been here before, I do appreciate the support. It means a lot. And I thank you. Got the Chariot, 7 of Coins, and Pentacles, Strength card, the 3 of Swords, the Lovers, the 3 of Pentacles, the World, the Hierophant, and the 7 of Wands. Is it upside down? Looks like it's upside down. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Well, the first thing I noticed is there's 5 major arcana showing up at first. And actually, you're like the 3rd sign that's been like this. So I'm guessing there's something huge going on in the universe because, like, a lot of people, yeah, like 3 or 4 signs actually have these huge, transformations going to happen, or situations going on in their life that's not just the regular, everyday, like the minor kind of stuff. It's just like this is like huge stuff. Let's see. First starts out with the Chariot. And with this energy, I feel like because this is like current self for you, this like who you're coming out as. And, this is having determination towards things, having a drive towards something. There's like you have goals, I guess, or you have things that you plan on getting done or having happen. And so you're kind of in that zone right now. So you're feeling like you got this push to go forward and do it. It does have an element of possible travel, but it doesn't actually feel like that here. Maybe it'll change as we do the clarifiers with the other deck. But right now it just feels like you have a goal and a drive to go forward and, get something accomplished. And the theme of the month is coming up as the 7 of Pentacles. Now, this is like, okay, you work hard, you're making things happen, you're having accomplishments with it, whatever it is that you're putting your efforts into, it's growing, and you realize if you keep going, it will keep growing. But you also might even be feeling like you might want to make a change. Maybe instead of focusing so much on this one thing that you're making happen, you might want to like split off and see if you can make another tree happen. If you take one of the pentacles from here and you can make another, you know what I mean? Like maybe start a different type of business. Maybe if you have a business or, like a passion project that you put time and effort into, and it's, doing all right for you and, making, decent, not even so much money, but just making a decent path with that. Or it could be a job, and you might just want to branch out into something else. If you do this one thing, you want to see, okay, well, maybe you do that thing. So it's not too different from what you usually do, but just kind of close enough that it could be connected. All right. Now, I do feel like one of your main goals right now, though, is you feel like you need to have strength for something. Willpower and the ability to kind of like be able to withstand, hardships if they happen, or, be able to stand up for yourself, maybe stand up for other people. It's not like your physical strength. I mean, maybe at some point it could be. You want to make sure, you're feeling good, you're feeling healthy, you're not you're not having issues that way either, but this is more of an internal character, thing where you just want to be able to have the strength to be able to withstand a lot of whatever might be coming at you for whatever reason, or you might feel is going to be coming at you. Now you do have this Three of Swords, and there's a heartbreak. There's some things going on, and it could be anything. It could be like an end of a relationship. It could be a loss of life. You lost somebody. So it's grief. It's just basically grief, and you're trying to. It was an obstacle, or it is an obstacle, and you're trying to get over it. So whatever the situation was, again, you're just trying to get over that obstacle. So maybe it was holding you back for a little while, whether it was a breakup, whether it was somebody died, you're trying to get over that because it's an obstacle in your way for right now. Now you do have this Lover's showing up as an accomplishment as far as what you've been successful with or what you've gained. Again, this could be somebody that you're very tight with, like a bond, and somebody you don't even feel like you can continue, you can't imagine them not being in your life. So it could be that kind of relationship. I mean, it could be a friend, it could be romantic, could be any kind of relationship in that sense, but it's also a duality of where you're going to possibly make a decision, and it's a crossroads, and the decision you make is going to have consequences of what the consequences are. So you might have to, the choice that you make, you might be something you're going to have to explain to people. Like they're not going to understand it because maybe it's just so different from where you would normally stand with things or what you normally would do. And it might bring some consequences about. So it can go either way. Like when we clarify, maybe we'll find that out too. Now, we got this Three of Pentacles. And this is representing teamwork and, almost having like collaboration with people, being able to build something. It could be at work, could be at something, if you have a project or whatever, maybe you're the lead of the project and people around you are kind of like backing you up with it. Like they know you did it, they know you started it, but you were the lead and, they were giving you teamwork and showing you, I lost words, okay, but teamwork basically. Now, the funny thing about this, it's coming up in an area where you might want to avoid it. It's like, it's saying, okay, you want to avoid this. And I don't know in what this could be in your life, but is there something in your life that you don't want to show teamwork? You don't want to support somebody else's ideas? And again, I don't know what situation it is. I don't know if it's, your social, your romance, your work. But right now it's saying you might not want to do it. Or it's almost directing it, so avoid this. Like, don't get involved where you're going to be like collaborating with somebody that's I don't even know what, like I said, we'll clarify, because I'm like, it's just that you don't want to collaborate with somebody. It's not the right time to do it. It's not a good idea to do it. And it's, in the spread, it came up as in, don't do it. So this gets very interesting. And it's weird, because it does make sense at the end. All right, and then we got the World, though. And this is about completion and success and, basically being able to feel like you're on the right path. Whatever's going on, you feel like you're on the right path. So this, you want to encourage this. And again, it's odd because, okay, don't collaborate with anybody. Don't get anybody, don't back anybody. Don't do that kind of stuff, but you're on the right path about it. And if this resonates with you, this would make sense. I mean, like, there could be something going on in your life where you're like, I don't want to be a part of that. And I guess it doesn't have to be work. It doesn't have to be, but it could be just something so silly. And then on the other hand, it could be something actually serious. And you're like, okay, I'm not going to get involved. Like, I don't know if you ever had situations where, people are talking and you're like, well, then she did this and she did that and that kind of thing. And it's not so much, or you're seeing like all kinds of, maybe you will after we clarify, but just basically you don't want to get involved. Like, they're having issues, you don't want to be involved in that issue. Now we got the Hierophant. Now this is an area of where you would find support. Like, you may go into, maybe you'll go to church, maybe you'll get involved in something spiritual, whether it could be meditating, could be, if you're doing any kind of, yoga is a very meditating kind of exercise, or, if you just have different kind of, spiritual practices, I guess, if you want to be going within to be able to, find your balance, and maybe you get support from that. But it also could be if you wanted to speak to a minister or a preacher, even a counselor, if you needed to, reach out to somebody for any particular reason, and you wanted to go outside of yourself, it could be beneficial to go that way. And now we have the Seven of Wands. Now this is like, you feel like you have to defend something. And I don't know in what situation this is, and this could be anywhere, but there's a point where you feel like there's a need for you to defend your opinions, defend your actions, defend something that you're doing in your life right now. All right, let's see what we can find out. What do we have for the Chariot? And just a side note, the Seven of Wands comes right after the Six of Wands. Now, the Six is like, where you're being recognized for something that you did, you had a success, some kind of a, something to be proud of. And I'm wondering if there's like a reason for you to have to defend it. The Chariot. All right, we got the Four of Cups and the Four of Coins. Now, with these two energies, the Four of Cups is, you're feeling like maybe you might be a little bit disappointed in a situation. You might be, even bored with you have to keep going through the situation because all this time you're thinking, I have these 3 cups. I should have got 4. I didn't. And you're feeling annoyed by that. It's just an annoyed feeling that you felt like you should have had it and didn't. And this Four of Coins is basically what you have, you're holding on to. This could be energy, this could be money, this could be, time. But for whatever this is, that you have this drive and this, willingness to go forward on something, I feel like you're saying, okay, well, I didn't get what I wanted at first, maybe, and so that I have a drive to keep going with it, but I'm going to hold on to what I have, and I'm not going to give up anymore because I didn't get it at first. Does that make sense? So you didn't want to give up anymore, but you still expected that you should have received more. And again, this could be, in a relationship, somebody's not giving you the attention or the time that you thought they should. It could, feelings weren't being shared freely. What about the 7? All right, the High Priestess and the 9 of Staffs. All right, well, I feel like you you're probably kind of internalizing a feeling of this constant need to repeat something over and over again, and I feel like you're always on guard, because whatever it is that you feel like you need to repeat and be on guard about it, you're literally just, you don't know why, or you know why, but you're trying not to express it too much. Like, you're keeping it in yourself, because maybe this is something that's gone on for a while and it continues to go on, and for whatever reason, you're like always just, okay, yeah, it's happened before, I got this. So you're not really trying to make it a big thing, but it's always this constant over you where it's like, it's going to happen again. And whatever it might be, it's going to happen again. I'm good. I got it. We don't have to talk about it. We don't have to, because you actually know. You know, and it's just, there's almost no reason to even bother. Because it's not going to change anything, one way or the other. All right, what about the Strength card? All right, shit. Got that Three of Swords again. And the Ten of Swords, oh nice. All right. All right, so apparently, yes, heartbreak. And something probably very significant occurred. And I don't know, at this point, this could be, maybe somebody did kind of like betray you. Maybe, somebody did stab you in the back and that hurt you badly. Or it could be that the original heartbreak was happening there, and that's when you were actually getting over it. But the way that's connected, it's almost like, yeah, I mean, because it's connected, I'm like, I don't know. Let's see how this goes, because, you know what? I'm going to pull another card for this. The Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords. What's up with the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords? And the Eight of Swords. So, all right, heart's broken, possibly betrayed, and now you feel stuck in the situation because of it. All right, well, let's go. And by the by, I'm an Aquarius, so it's not making me feel good either. All right, let's see. The Three of Swords. All right, Six of Staffs. And the Seven of Coins. All right, so, oh yeah, remember the 7 was here and the 6. Okay, so apparently something, you had a win at some point, and you were able to, start knowing that you're going to build on something, and you're going to be able to, continue building on it. So whatever this is, or whatever this represents, it's going to be something that you can continue to do. What about the Lovers? Got the Seven of Cups and the Two of Staffs. So you have a lot of options open to you, and you want to make some kind of plan. Like, you're trying to think of how things, well, should I do it this way? Should I do it that way? How can I go after these options? I know I have choices. How can I go after them? And this is Three of Pentacles. Now I'm wondering with this Three of Pentacles, I wonder if this is a relationship, I wonder if the Three of Pentacles was about you not cooperating with whatever this situation was. It wasn't something that was unavoidable as far as, death or the loss of somebody. but this might have been your feelings about not cooperating with somebody who betrayed you in such a way that made you feel stuck. So kind of like, it's almost like the universe is telling you, don't. Because if that's the case, then they're not worth it, and just, you need to move on. Queen of Cups and the Queen of Staffs. Now this could be two people in your environment, not women, not men, well, women or men, yes, but either one. And, all right, so, you got somebody who's very nurturing, very, very compassionate, emotionally stable, they're caring, and then somebody else they're confident and they're independent. And I feel like it's either, now this could be two aspects of yourself that you're bringing in there, because for whatever it is that you're going to have to do or what you're going through, you might be pulling those parts of yourself, or one of them. It doesn't have to be both. It could be somebody and then part of you. But so I feel like that's what's, kind of going to help you get past whatever's going on here. It's the World. The Knight of Cups. And the Six of Swords. I feel like, all right, so it feels like you're moving out of these choppy waters. This is ridiculous, and why stay? Why bother? So it could be emotional, moving away emotionally, like you're kind of putting your oars in the water, just like, all right, I'm moving out of it. But I feel like because you're going to, maybe you might have another idea of a relationship, or somebody, that you would offer up, if you want to get to know somebody else better. Or it actually, though, I'm going to honestly tell you, it feels like, just looking at it, though, it doesn't feel like you're offering up this cup to anybody else. It's almost like you're taking your cup and you're leaving. And so, that's exactly what it feels like. It's not so much that, oh, well, this relationship's over and I'm bouncing, I'm going to go get me somebody else. No, it actually feels like this is like you taking your cup and being like, I'm taking it away. Maybe I'll bring it out again later for somebody else, but right now I'm taking it away. So it's almost like you need to work on yourself, and you just have to kind of save your heart, maybe, or don't offer those feelings and emotions to that person anymore. Two of Swords and the King of Coins. There might be somebody in your life, though, that is represented by this King of Coins. Like they're mature and they're stable and they're secure. And I feel like you might be making this choice with this Two of Swords. It's like the choice that you might be making. It's not going to have anything to do with your emotions. It's not going to be about what you're feeling here. It's going to be logical and, factual, and just very using your brain over your heart. You're not trying to be emotional about it, but I think you're going to maybe connect with somebody that, can maybe guide you in a way that you need to be guided for whatever that's going to go on. All right, that's 5, that's a 7. 7 of Wands. All right, we got the 6 of Cups and the 3 of Staffs. Now that tells me, all right, so you either have family or friends going back to your younger growing up years, and your family, obviously, and they might be where like they will be the ones that are going to help you see what else is out there, what other choices you have. Because usually with the Two of Staffs, it's like, all right, you're planning something, you're seeing what you can make out of something. Like here, yeah, Two of Staffs. And the 3 is about, okay, finally going to find that. So whatever this plan was going on after this shit, and then I feel like, yeah, you're going to hook up with your friends or family, and they're going to help you see what to do and what's your next step. And maybe that's part where this King of Coins person, male or female, and that's kind of like where they come in at. All right, Aquarius. Kind of. Well, I'm hoping if this is the truth or if this is for real, that we can figure out a way out of this or on with ourselves. This is ugly. This is so ugly. All right. Don't shoot the messenger. Not thrilled myself. Oops. Meditate and contemplate. Well, yes. Yes. All right, and rest. All right, so Spirit is telling us we got to meditate, we got to contemplate, and then we got to rest and not get ourselves all screwed up in the head because of what may or may not happen. I mean, it doesn't happen to be hopefully this does not resonate with everybody, because what I may or may not be for me, I'm not exactly sure. So we're just gonna hope for the best, and hopefully September is gonna be awesome. Okay, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Yeah, write me a comment though if any of it kind of like resonates with you. I would love to hear it. And I will be seeing you guys back in September. All right, take care.